Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Nazareen Adab. I welcome you all to the special show of जहाने मन मेरे देश की मिट्टी। जी हाँ, मेरे देश की मिट्टी ये एक कंपटीशन है जो स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स के दरमियान कराया गया था और जिसका मकसद ये था कि बच्चों को अपने वतन की मिट्टी से मोहब्बत पैदा कराई जाए। जब हम किसी से मोहब्बत करते हैं तो उसमें एक अहम किरदार होता है छूने का। अगर हम अपने वतन की मिट्टी से मोहब्बत करते हैं तो जाहिर सी बात है कि हमारे मोहब्बत का तकाजा है कि हम उसको छुएं, उस मिट्टी में हाथ डालें, उसको टच करें और उस मिट्टी में जो छुपा खजाना है उसे हासिल करने की कोशिश करें। लेकिन आजकल जो इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन के बाद जो एक दौर आया जिसमें हर कोई मशीनों की तरफ दौड़ रहा है और उसके बाद जो दूसरा दौर आया आईटी रिवॉल्यूशन का दौर, उसने तो और हम सबको अपनी मिट्टी से दूर तर कर दिया। पहले तो कम से कम हम मिट्टी में खेला करते थे, कम से कम मिट्टी में हमारे हाथ पांव गंदे हुआ करते थे, बच्चे कम से कम मिट्टी में खेलने के लिए बाहर घर से दौड़ा करते थे। लेकिन अब वो सब खत्म हो रहा है धीरे धीरे और बच्चे अपने गैजेट के साथ लगे रहते हैं, माँ बाप अपने सोशल नेटवर्किंग पे लगे रहते हैं और इस तरह से अगर हम देखें तो हमारी मिट्टी से हमारा ताल्लुक बहुत हद तक कम होता जा रहा है और ये बहुत ही तशवीशनाक बात है। जहाने मन ने बहुत हद तक ये कोशिश की कि बच्चों के अंदर इसका एक जज्बा पैदा किया जाए कि वो अपनी मिट्टी से मोहब्बत करें और उस मिट्टी की मोहब्बत के तकाजे के पेश नजर वो बीज बोए मिट्टी के अंदर, वो प्लांट लगाएं और ताकि उसकी वो देखभाल करें। पिछले जून से लेके अब तक बच्चों ने, ये नन्हे मुन्ने बच्चों ने अपने नन्हे मुन्ने हाथों से बीज बोए हैं, उससे पौधा निकलते हुए देखा है, उसकी उन्होंने परवरिश की है, उसकी पर्दाख्त की है और आज उनका पौधा इस लायक है कि वो हमारे सामने पेश कर सकते हैं। नाजरीन, इस कंपटीशन में तो 38 बच्चों ने हिस्सा लिया था, लेकिन धीरे धीरे जैसे जैसे वक्त गुजरता गया उनके प्लांट्स कभी मुनासिब रोशनी ना होने की बिना पे, कभी मुनासिब खाद ना मिलने की बिना पे, कभी मुनासिब पानी ना मिलने की बिना पे उनके प्लांट्स बहुत ज्यादा सेहतमंद नहीं रह सके। चुनांचा आज इस फाइनल में जिनके प्लांट्स सही सलामत हैं और जिन्होंने बहुत मेहनत से उनको सींच करके इस मकाम तक लाया है, वो अपना प्रेजेंटेशन करेंगे और हमें दिखाएंगे कि उन्होंने कितनी मेहनत की है। और इस खास मौके पे हमारे साथ जो एक बहुत ही स्पेशल मेहमान है, और मैं ये कहूंगी कि हमारे बच्चों की खुशकिस्मती है कि उनके इस कम उम्री में उन्हें एक ऐसे साइंटिस्ट से मिलने का मौका मिल रहा है, एक ऐसे एजुकेशनिस्ट से मिलने का मौका मिल रहा है जिनके कारनामे दुनिया के सामने नुमाया है। जी हाँ, मैं बात कर रही हूँ डॉक्टर अब्दुल सलाम साहब की, जो कैलिकट यूनिवर्सिटी के वाइस चांसलर रह चुके हैं और इनके जेरे निगरानी ना जाने कितने रिसर्चेस हुए हैं। और खास बात यह है कि इनका जो एरिया ऑफ एक्सपर्टाइजेशन है वो एग्रीकल्चर है। तो मुझे लगा कि इनसे बेहतर, डॉक्टर अब्दुल सलाम साहब से बेहतर तो कोई ऐसा गेस्ट हो ही नहीं सकता है जो बच्चों की इन कारकर्दगियों को सराह सके और उन्हें उनकी हौसला अफजाई कर सके और उन्हें बता सके कि ये कितना अहम है। So, Dr. Abdul Salam Sahab, I welcome you to the JAHAN-E Man. JAHAN-E Man is a channel especially designed for the women, for the children, and for all the people, where we present different types of programs every day, and we conduct lots of competitions and lots of activities. And I am very fortunate that today you have consented and you have spared your valuable time and you are with us. And I think this is the children are very fortunate to have you here. And as I have mentioned that you were the Vice Chancellor of the largest university, and under you so many students have done their researches, and you were closely associated with the agricultural field and the research. So I know that this platform is not a very big platform for you, but you have honored us with your benign presence. And when I was in Dubai and there you were working as CEO, there also I have seen you working. You always pay attention towards the minute details, and your dynamism and your sincerity has always appealed me a lot. So on behalf of all the children, their parents, on behalf of JAHAN-E Man, and on my personal behalf, I welcome you, sir. I extend a very warm welcome to you. Sir, now over to you. Please encourage our children with your golden words.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are audible.
Good evening, Dr. Halima Sadia, and all viewers of this particular program. At the outset, let me thank Dr. Halima for inviting me to this special program. I remember Dr. Halima as one of the principals of 17 schools owned by a PACE group in Sharjah. In fact, I rated Dr. Salima as the best principal among the 17 schools I have seen under the PACE group. I very well remember her dynamism, her enthusiasm, her passion and the ability to motivate the children. She has a lot of initiative, inspiration, and innovative ideas. And above all, she's a very techie to the children, not just a teacher, but more than teacher, she's a mother. I congratulate Dr. Halima for organizing or promoting or encouraging children in the area of agriculture. I was just checking today, the UN Day, 12th of August, is the International Youth Day. And I am getting an opportunity to talk to the youth. I'm not talking too much blah blah here. Few points that I have in my mind, I shall share with you. Now, you're all here. At least a few are here as participants of an agricultural competition, primarily for enhancing the green protection of the nation. I was further informed that the children are between 10 and 15 years old, the early childhood phase, the teens and all that, who are motivated for agriculture. Now, as we all know, we are living in a COVID pandemic environment all throughout the world. We are under COVID stress, and we are slowly gaining ways and means of changing our lifestyle. Now, we started learning at least the essential principles of hygiene, at least to wash the hands very well, the essentiality of maintaining hygiene, the personal hygiene, the home hygiene, the environment hygiene. We must thank COVID for that, teaching us very well about hygiene and also about the need for maintaining good health. Sorry for a minute, let me. Maintaining good health, wearing mask, maintaining social distance, and also for using regular use of sanitizer. These 5 things we have learned now. That's number 1. Number 2, as an elder citizen of this station, I am here in my home during the past 7 months. That is the case with most of the people. We learn to live in home. That's number 1. Number 2, we are all bored, but still most of the people are nowadays for exercise and enjoyment choose agriculture. For the young kids, I want to say, when you look at agriculture, you see the green leaves. When you see the green leaves, at least the science students will remember the chlorophyll. And again, when you conceive or see or understand about chlorophyll, you and I are fed. You and I exist in the world because of the chlorophyll mediated reaction, what we call photosynthesis. Now, if this photosynthesis was not there, no organism will be there. And what you have done essentially is transformation of major inputs, carbon dioxide plus water, conversion of solar energy using carbon dioxide and water through chlorophyll. Ultimately, output is carbohydrate. We are producing carbohydrate in very many forms as plant products, and we eat it and we survive it. That's what's happening. So I appreciate you for your effort to utilize the technology of photosynthesis for feeding many and many. Now, when you start your venture as for agriculture, the first thing you use would be a medium. Can be a soil plus sand plus farmyard manure. Only one point I want to caution you over here. If you want the plants to germinate, grow and survive in the pot or in the poly bag or in the soil, you should ensure that that root environment or the environment, the soil environment you are preparing for growing the plant, that should contain adequate aeration. That's very important. So if it is a clay soil, you add sufficient sand, then sufficient organic matter, and ensure that it is porous and friable. You just add water, irrigate. It should not result water stagnation. There should be aeration. I want to say only about that, number one. Number two, choose the best seed of your preferred plant. Then sow it in the right depth. Let's say at least 2 centimeters down below. Then you water regularly and watch. Daily you go and watch the output, the germination, the cotyledons coming up, the leaf, 2 leaf, 4 leaf, like that, go on watching just like a baby and see the flowers, fruits, and wait for the fruit to come up, pick the maturing fruit, and you taste it in the field itself. That will be an amazing experience. So I'm not talking more about agriculture. I just about what is this production process, chlorophyll mediated. Then I mentioned about the need for soil. Then I mentioned about the seed germination and growth. And finally, you are tasting and feeling happy and go on engaging yourself as long as you are here in this world. That's number one. Number two, I know most of the people are living in flats without access to soil and all that. If you have an access to the soil, please try to plant one tree, and put your name and date over there. And watch every year. Year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that. See how it is growing. Maybe after 5 or 10 years, you can see how tall your tree is. Suppose you don't have any soil with you. You can try these inputs and see what is happening in this plant over a period of time. Look at it, care it, watch it, see it, enjoy it, and even taste it. I stop about agriculture. I attempted to make a mention about the COVID and COVID-induced lifestyle. Very often, while watching about all these impacts of COVID in various domains of our life, I repeatedly often feel that COVID has brought many good things. One good thing is the lifestyle and hygiene teaching us. The second good thing I believe is, the change in culture. What is that culture? Hygiene is a culture. Yes, change in hygiene culture. Education culture. The culture of education, the education process and the product, they are getting changed. What is that process change? We were following a conventional system of education and we are moving to an online way of education. That means you all should have good quality gadgets. You all should have good quality data. You should have knowledge to utilize the gadgets, tap the online resources, watch the professors regularly, repeatedly. You can be in home. You can even write exams online, repeat exams. You can upgrade yourself. Whenever you are free, you can move out and see what is happening in the nature in the real time. Above all, what I feel is, if you have an excellent faculty teacher taking class on physics, that will be available for all the students all over the world. So you will have an access to best professors, best technology, best content, and also gaining yourself. At this point of time, I would like to remind you what is one important thing. You might have heard of the recent times, last 2 weeks, people are talking too much about NEP 2020. What is NEP 2020? NEP 2020, National Education Policy 2020. I'm not talking much about it, but I want to tell you one important thing. The most important thing is, the shift in the emphasis from making the students mug masters to able people who can work. Working ability is focused rather than your mugging ability. Your teacher's role is changed from teaching to facilitating. Just like your plant, your teacher will create a best soil for you, a porous, fertile soil with the nutrients and water. You as a seed will be sown over there. It's up to you to germinate yourself, grow yourself, and catch yourself, attain yourself. That's a mode, not to make you mug and make mark, A grades. No, that's not the style. So the government is intending to ensure your total development, your health development, your mind development, your communication development, your thinking ability, analytical ability, working ability, great character, and finally, good human being, useful to you and useful to the society, and capable of working anywhere in the world. That is the strategy. I tell you that NEP 2020, if implemented, you are lucky, the nation is lucky, we are lucky, your parents are lucky, because the content is such a marvelous content, included by or synthesized by Dr. Kasturi Rangan and approved by the Government of India. We must thank Dr. Kasturi Rangan as well as the Prime Minister of the country for making that NEP possible and made it operational. Now, from that area, I'm just moving. I will take only 2 or 3 more minutes with you, or a few minutes. Now, this is something which, Dr. Halima may be knowing. Whenever I meet students, I will tell them how to learn. I should not be, because most of the students are here. So what I used to tell them is this. First of all, you identify your sensory organs. Then they will say, sir, I have an eye, I have an ear, I have a nose, I have a tongue, I have a skin. They will tell. Then I will tell them, you try to utilize them. Then they will ask, sir, how to utilize them? Then I will say, I used to explain to them, what do you do with your eye? Normally, you see many things, but you change that seeing facility, you transform the seeing from seeing to looking. You start looking and learning. Look around your people. Look around what you are seeing in the environment. Look around that. Look, study, analyze, observe. If you are seeing, you casually see and go. I want you to develop a culture of looking and learning. That's very important. So from today onwards, you start looking around the people, around the process, around the programs, around the materials, elements around you, and then learn. Similarly, use your ears not for hearing, but listening. You listen and understand. Listen, is it my mother's voice or what type of voice? Utilize your sensory organs, at least the ear, for listening and understanding. The third one I said nose, normally smell, but try to feel the smell and understand. So that's another way of collection of data for you. Then skin again, use the skin, just not the touch, get the feel, who is touching me? So like that, you utilize all your sensory organs in a way that will gain you data, analyze the data, understand, and then you learn self. If you have any question, you can ask the teacher. The teacher is not expected to push lot of things on your brain and make you the masters. Then finally, I would ask you, in the COVID environment, it is important, in addition to hygiene, you must sleep well. It's very important. Sleeping is very important, which we are not getting. Another thing I will tell you, you respect your time. If you say it's 5 o'clock, be there at 5 o'clock. So learn to respect time and learn to be disciplined. And one more thing, if we are, I want to tell you is, if you can be a micro teacher, small teacher, teaching your younger sister or your friend, oh, that will be great for you. And let me add one more thing, which I always say, your ability to dedicate before your mother, to worship your mother, that again is very important as a child. So try to worship your mother. So there are many things. I consider these very, very important. Sleeping well and maintaining time, teaching peer group, and worshiping mother. These are the things which you should learn right from young age. If you start with these sort of things, I am sure you can only be successful candidates. So the last, develop ability to question everything you see. The W's, why this, what, how, when, and all questioning, why, what, when, how, and all. Start questioning and start learning, because that ability is required for while you are getting yourself ready for accepting the challenges of 21st century, to develop your critical thinking, your creativity, then again your communication ability, your proficiency in languages, all these things. Gradually, they will be developed. And the last point, NEP 2020 says, you will not be a bug master, you will be a work master. What type of work you can do? After completing 18 years of education, 18 years of age, 15 years of education, you say, I know how to get an A grade, I know how to mug up, write and get an A grade. No. I know how to do typing, how to do grafting, how to do the homework, some sort of work which is associated to your day-to-day life, maybe in home or in workplace, or I am a good football player, I can do good singing, or I'm a good dancer in the art form, or I have a good understanding ability of the language, English, or a good in mother tongue, I can write well, like that, what you can do, your do ability. You all the time remember, if you are good in Google search, you will get every information. Now, Google search will bring you good information, but Google will not help you to do the job. Do and gain, or you are making your hands more and more powerful, capable, talents nurtured, and developing yourself as good human being for you, for your family, for the society and the nation. Once again, I am thanking Dr. Halima Sadia for inviting me this wonderful function. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your encouraging and motivating words. It was really very, very inspiring and very, very informative. And I request, sir, since sir is very busy, but I request, sir, to kindly at least be with us for one or two participants so that you can have the idea that how they have done it. Let me invite the first participant, Miraj Fatima from Bangalore. How are you, Miraj?
I'm fine, ma'am. What about you?
I'm also good. And Miraj, you have your presentations with you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so I'm just making you co-host so that you can present your presentation.
Sure.
Now you can start.
Okay, ma'am. Please wait a minute. Okay. I guess it is visible to all of you.
No, it's not. Yes, now it's visible.
Okay, Meri Desh ki Mitti. So let me introduce myself first. Hi everyone, my name is Miraj Fatima and I'm 11 years and I'm from Bengaluru, Karnataka. And now I'm going to show you the PPT of Meri Desh Ki Mitti, and I hope you all know what is this. Now, ma'am has told us to give a name to our garden, so I just thought for a whole time. Then I just got to know that yeah, I got a good name. It was the Natura, Fatima's Fabulous Garden. It was right, not fabulous at that time, but then ma'am created such a good feeling for me for gardening that I cannot explain it in words. Really, now I really love gardening. Now let me start with day one. Ma'am had told us to plant our seeds on 5th of June. And as every one of you know, 5th of June is World Environment Day. And it was the best day for me. I was really kind of excited to sow my seeds. From morning, I was just thinking about it, how it would be. Would it be a failure or would it be a success or something else? Then there were two activities. I took participated in both of them. First one, in activity A, I had sown chili seeds, whereas in activity B, I had decided to sow two seeds, coriander seeds and fenugreek. It was a really good experience. I was really getting too much excited. Then I would every day get up and see the first thing I would do was get out of my bed and now first thing, has the seed germinated or not? Okay, I was going like this. And then, to my surprise, the seed I sowed started germinating. I was so surprised. The first seeds to start germinating was my chili plant of activity A. It's germinated within 3 days. Then fenugreek germinated within 4 days. And then coriander took a very long time. I was really nervous. Would it take or not? My chili plants had grown really well till 15, and even my fenugreek. I searched over the internet. I was kind of too much nervous. I got to know that oh, coriander takes probably 2 to 3 weeks. Then I was getting like, okay. Then every day I was getting more and more curious. You know, I had learned in my classes that plants turn towards the sunlight. This is the pot. The plant turns towards the sunlight, the right side. I never believe it. I thought it was just oh simply. Then when I saw one day that really it turned towards the right side, then I was like, oh, let me play a game with this. Again, I did it in the opposite side. Now it was bent towards the left side. Before it was here. Then again, after 1 hour or more than that, 1.5 hours, again I saw, again it got bent over that side. Then I just started playing a game with the plants and I named this game Dancing Plants. It was really true. I could not believe in my eyes that I really saw it. The plant turns towards the sunlight. I was just wondering, oh, really? I never saw that. Then it was really good. Then every day along with the plant I was growing, but yeah, then the heavy rain started, was coming the monsoon season and I was getting a bit disappointed. The heavy rains were coming, so chili could survive, but my plants did not die. Fenugreek fenugreek and coriander couldn't because of the weak stems. They started falling, so I was getting a bit disappointed, but then too I was encouraged by my mother. Then again, I was just thinking, and here, chili, I think you can see, chili over here is okay. It withstand the heavy rain, but whereas my coriander and fenugreek did not. But then too, again, it stood by itself. And then I was like, oh, wow. It was really good. Then as the plant grew, I was becoming more and more curious. Now I'm just waiting for the chili plants to produce chili. It is not yet produced, whereas coriander and fenugreek are ready to come from farm to table. And now even the coriander is producing seeds right now. And I think I can show my coriander. Okay. Now even I'm showing you my things. And now I'm going to say what's my experience. It's okay. It's not coming right here. Then here. Now Fatima's fabulous garden has really become fabulous. As you can see in my background, it's really, now I've grown so many plants over here right now. It has really become, I had probably 4 to 5 plants, but now I think you can see how many plants I have. I have more than 10 plants, more than 10 or 11 something. I don't know, whatever the count is, but I have many plants over here. And even I think, can I show my plants right now?
Yeah, we are able to see it.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay,
So
just
thank you, Mehraj. It was fabulous. Fantastic.
thank you.
So
Hi,
thank you.
Feba. Hi, Feba Fatima.
No,
Yes,
she was Mehraj, and now Fabeha is coming.
Oh, yeah, her name is Mirage.
Yes,
yes,
Mehraj.
I must congratulate her. She has done wonderful job. She has done good job and presented very well, just like a scientist. She knows everything. She is capable of observing, analyzing, understanding, and communicating. You are the right person for the 21st century. Right? I'm sure someday or other we will see you somewhere. When we see you somewhere, you will be the leader of one of the leaders of this nation. I'm sure you have
Inshallah.
that potential.
Sure,
Thank
inshallah.
you. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
Mehraj, thank you very much. And now let me call Fabeha for the presentation. How are you,
Salam
Fabeha?
alaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I am fine. What about you?
We are good. So, Fabeha, do you have any presentation or verbally you are going to explain?
Ma'am, I have presentation.
You have the presentation, then I am making you co-host. You can present
Okay.
now. Okay, yes, start please.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, are you seeing the screen?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, just a second. Welcome to Fabiha's Green World. मेरी देश की मिट्टी, the name of my activity. Activity A, agricultural gardening. Day 1. I have never done this before, so I was very excited to see the seeds, how it germinates from the soil. Day 11. Some days gone and my excitement is also gone. But I was very afraid to see that the seeds are not germinating. Day 22. I felt very happy to see the baby plants on the pot. This was my first seed germination that I have grown in my life. Day 34. Today some of my baby plants have died. I don't know why, but then I wondered that the plants will grow on time or not. Halima Sadia ma'am will give me marks or she will not. Day 49. I was very joyful to see that the new baby plants are germinating after the plants have died previous days. Day 58. I put some fenugreeks in the pot. I know it is not right, but the chili and coriander were not growing properly, and I was really very happy to see that they are germinating very fast. Day 69. Today, now my plants have grown very well and the pot is looking very beautiful. And thank you Halima Sadia ma'am for organizing Meri Desh Ki Mitti program. From this I have learned many things and the most important thing I love to do is now planting. At first I don't like planting, but then Halima Sadia ma'am have organized this plantation program. Then my mother told me for participate in this program. After that, I said, okay, I will, and I was very excited for planting. I have grown many plants after planting this plant. From then, I love planting. Once again, thank you, Halima Sadia ma'am, for organizing this program. Some pictures of my plants that I have grown. Basil, holy basil, bitter gourd, and fenugreek and wheat, tomato, mango. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
Congratulations. Good done. Good job.
Well, good job.
At this age, you learned all these things, you have done all these things. The significance you have done by yourself and you have learned it by yourself, not taught you by any teacher. Maybe your mother might have assisted you, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
This is doing and learning, right? Do yourself, learn yourself. Okay?
Thank you,
Congrats.
sir.
Thank you, Fabeha. And now let me invite Hafsa Shahlal.
I think I will watch that and go.
Okay, thank you, sir. How are you, Hafsa?
I'm fine, thank you, ma'am. What about you?
Yes, we are also good. So do you have presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now you are the co-host. You can present.
Okay.
Hafsa Shahlal is from Sharjah, UAE.
Okay, okay.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hafsa Shahlal. I'm 8 years old, and today I'm going to present Meri Desh Ki Mitti. First, I'm going to tell you one small story about why plants are important. Once upon a time, there was a small boy. He loved to play with the apple tree, his friend. He every day climbed on his branches and swung on his branches. And whenever he felt tired, he slept under the tree's shadow. But after some days, he was a little bit worried that I need money to buy the things I want. Then the tree told, I don't have money, my child, but you can take the apples and sell them. He told, what a great idea. Then he took the apples and started selling them. He got money and he bought the things what he wanted. But he didn't return after that. For many years, the tree started crying. After some days, he returned back to tree. The tree was very delightful to meet him back. But he was very unhappy. The boy was very unhappy. He wanted a house for his family. The tree told, I don't have anything, but you can take my branches and use them to build your house. So the boy cut out all the branches of the tree and started making his house. Again, after some years, he didn't return. Then the tree was very sad. But when he returned back, he was very unhappy. He wanted a boat and just relax. The tree told, I don't have anything, but you can take my stem and use it to build your boat. He told, what a great idea. Then he went sailing for a few days. After that, he didn't return back and he went all the way and never returned back to him. And so the moral of the story is that the tree is like your parents, because parents, when you were small, they brought you up and they have given you whatever you wanted. And in the same way, here we have learned that how the apple tree has given him so much and he has survived in his life.
Very beautiful story.
And after that, I am going to tell you the process of how to grow a plant. That first, we dig up a hole anywhere. After that, a life of a plant begins with a tiny seed. As for example, when we were small, our life begins when we are small. So this is an image of a seed. And the seed is protected by an outer covering called a seed coat. And like we are wearing clothes, in the same way the seed has a seed coat. The life and the seed, when you open the seed, you can see a small baby plant which is called an embryo. So before sowing a seed, what I have to do, that we have to conditions required for a growth of seed. You have to see good moisture, warmth, nutrient-rich soil, sunlight, and good quality seed. Once these conditions are satisfied, the seed begins to grow. You should try to see the seed is a good quality seed. Here I am not able to show my plant because due to more sunlight it has died, so I was not able to show over here, but still I have just told you what is the process of a plant and a story about a plant. Thank you so much and have a great day.
Okay, so we can understand, no issues at all. Thank you very much, Hafsa, for sharing such wonderful information. Because your first and second presentation we have seen there, you have shown your plant, and it was what at what stage. But due to we can understand the situation. And now let me invite the fourth participant.
Congratulations, Hafsa. Let me leave now. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you very much, sir. Thank you. It was really an honor for us to be with you. And sir, we are organizing NEP special programs also for the teachers. And full week we are dedicated for that. And sometimes I would love to invite you if you can spare your time for the teachers as well, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Okay, so now our next participant is Ahmad Badr.
Assalamualaikum, ma'am.
Walaikum assalam. Do you have presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so now you can start presenting. Yes, Ahmad.
मैं अहमद बदर, मैं बिहार से मैं पढ़ता हूँ क्लास 2 में। आज मैं स्पॉन गार्ड पहले मैंने बीज लिया, फिर बाद में मैंने उसे बो दिया, फिर 15 दिन के बाद वो पौधे में बदल गया। मैं उसे देख के बहुत खुश हुआ। फिर बाद में दो महीने के बाद उसमें फल और फूल लगने लगा। फिर बाद में मैंने उसे तोड़ा और फिर बाद में मैंने उसे अपने मम्मी को दिखाया और फिर बाद में मेरी मम्मी ने उसे काटा और फिर बाद में उसकी सब्जी बनाई।
अच्छा, कौन सी सब्जी थी?
स्पॉन गार्ड।
अच्छा अच्छा, ठीक है।
मैं बहुत खुश हूँ कि आपने मेरे को एक मौका दिया अपने हाथों से एक पौधा लगाने का और एक अच्छी सी सब्जी उगाने का। थैंक यू।
Okay, so very well done, Ahmad. And it was so fresh. Your sabzi was so fresh. I wanted to just eat. Please stop sharing. ओके सो अमाद बदर ने इतनी अच्छी फ्रेश सब्जी दिखाई कि बिल्कुल देख के तो ऐसा लगा कि जैसे वो सब्जी हमें मिल जाए किसी भी तरह से और हम उसे फ्रेश सब्जी को अभी काट के और बना करके उसे किसी तरह से खा लें, क्योंकि हमें इतनी फ्रेश सब्जियां तो यहाँ देखने को नहीं मिलती हैं, खाना तो दूर की बात है। तो चलिए अब हम आगे बढ़ते हैं और जैनब और फातिमा को दावत देते हैं कि वो यहाँ तशरीफ लाएं और प्रेजेंट करें। फातिमा एंड जैनब।
Yes, ma'am.
How are you? Do you have any presentation?
Ma'am, I am fine.
आपको
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
आप जबानी दिखाएंगी या पीपीटी दिखाएंगी? आपको पीपीटी दिखाना है? जी स्टार्ट हो जाइए। Yes, Fatima.
Yes, ma'am.
Start your presentation, please.
Camera open.
We are able to see your screen. Now you can start explaining.
Yes, ma'am. I am collect tomato seeds.
Okay.
And I put tomato. I watered the tomato plant.
ठीक है, उसके बाद
I have planted a well. And I next they see the plant.
Okay.
So I am so happy. And next day I am see the plant.
Good.
I am going to tell you the tomato plant blended. The tomato plant was first discovered in Peru. And tomato is a wonderfully popular vegetable all across the world. It is eaten in many ways. Tomatoes are used to add flavor and relish to cooked vegetable. The tomato are also eaten as salad. Tomato ketchup is very delicious. Children love to eat it with bread, pakoras, samosas, burgers, pizza, and so many other foods eaten in also of the countries. It is a staple vegetable. Tomato is not a vegetable but a fruit. The color of tomato is green when it is rather red when it ripens. Tomato is used every day and is a major part of your diet. Tomato ketchups are very common and lovely by kids. Thank you.
Okay, welcome. Now please stop sharing. Okay, now Fatima, what you have to say? Junior one.
Yes, ma'am.
Your younger sister, her name is Fatima or Zainab?
Zainab.
So now what Zainab has to say? Zainab has also to present?
Yes.
ठीक है Zainab, present कीजिए, क्या करना आपको?
Zainab.
अस्सलाम मैम।
वालेकुम अस्सलाम जी, क्या प्रेजेंट करेंगी आप?
मैम ये भी पीपीटी प्रेजेंट करेंगी।
ठीक है, तो जल्दी कीजिए बेटा, टाइम कम है क्योंकि हमें इस शो को खत्म भी करना है, नेक्स्ट शो शुरू होने वाला है, तो
Okay,
प्लीज
ma'am.
हरी अप। ओके, यू हैव 2 minutes टाइम।
बोलो ना Zainab।
मैम
जी
हमने बीन्स फ्लैट किए पहले, फिर बाद में हमने उसे हाथों में ऐसे रख के वो फोटो खींचे, फिर हमने उसे एक गमले में मिट्टी में बोया, फिर उसके ऊपर हमने मिट्टी डाला, फिर पानी डाला, फिर हमने अच्छे से ध्यान से देखा और ताकि उसे अच्छे से धूप लग रही है क्या नहीं, और हमने फिर 4 दिन के बाद हमने उसे इतना पानी डाला, बहुत अच्छे से ध्यान भी रखा और हमने एंजॉय भी किए, और हमने वो इतने मेहनत से 3 दिन के बाद पानी डाल डाल के इतना बड़ा किया।
वेरी गुड।
मैम ये भी छोटी है ना, इनके ये 4 years की है।
नहीं, ये छोटी है लेकिन इनका प्रेजेंटेशन बहुत अच्छा है, ये बिल्कुल नेचुरली बोल रही हैं।
Yes,
जो
ma'am.
बोल रही हैं वो दिल से बोल रही हैं, बिल्कुल सही बोल रही हैं।
जी।
ठीक है, हो गया आपका। ज़ैनब, बहुत अच्छा आपने काम किया, वंडरफुल।
थैंक यू मैम।
वेलकम। Now let me invite the last participant of this competition, Baby Myra. Baby Myra तशरीफ लाइए. She is the last contestant of this competition, and then after that आप सबको बता दूं कि इसका जो रिजल्ट है, ये 16 तारीख को जब हम एक बहुत बड़ा अवार्ड सेरेमनी करने वाले हैं, उसका इनविटेशन आप सबको भेजा जाएगा। उस अवार्ड सेरेमनी में इसका रिजल्ट अनाउंस किया जाएगा। आज हमारे जज साहिबान बहुत ही बारीकी के साथ सबकी परफॉर्मेंस देख रहे हैं और रिजल्ट तैयार कर रहे हैं। मायरा तशरीफ लाइए प्लीज। यस मायरा, हाउ आर यू?
मैम आई एम फाइन।
तो आप कैसे प्रेजेंट करेंगी? कुछ आपका पीपीटी है या ज़बानी बोलेंगी?
यस मैम।
क्या पीपीटी है आपका?
यस मैम।
Okay, then give me a second. I'll make you the co-host. Yes, now you can start. जी, start कीजिए.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Myra Siddiqui. मैं 9 years old हूँ। मैं खदीजतुल कुबरा गर्ल्स पब्लिक स्कूल में पढ़ती हूँ। मैंने पहले चने की सीड को पानी में रखा और फिर मैंने सीड सोक की एक छोटे बाउल में मिट्टी में। और मैंने फिर उसमें उसको पानी डाला जिसमें वो बड़ा हो जाए। मैंने जब वो बड़ा होने लगा मैंने उसको बड़े पॉट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया और मैं रोज उसमें पानी डालती हूँ। रोज उसकी देखभाल करती हूँ और मैं उसको रोज देखती हूँ कि उसको सनलाइट मिलती है। और जब बारिश होती है तब मैंने अपने मिर्ची के पेड़ को ऐसी जगह पे रखा, अपने चरी को। कैप्सिकम के पेड़ को मैंने सोकर उसको ऐसी जगह पे रख दिया जिसमें उसको थोड़ा उसमें सनलाइट आए और धूप भी लगे। मैं उसको रोज पानी देती हूँ। रोज उसको पानी दे। मैंने कैप्सिकम को पहले काटा, फिर मैंने उसको पानी में एक दिन बीज को पहले पानी में रख दिया और फिर जब वो सूख गया तब मैंने उसको छोटे पॉट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया। फिर जब वो बड़ा होने लगा मैंने उसको बड़े पॉट में ट्रांसफर कर दिया। मैं उसमें रोज पानी डालती हूँ और मैं उसकी रोज देखभाल करती हूँ।
Okay, very well done. Thank you.
मेरी मम्मा और मैंने मिलके बनाया है। मैं इसमें रोज पानी डालती हूँ और मैंने इस पौधे को अपने वेस्ट मटेरियल्स।
पहले स्क्रीन शेयरिंग स्टॉप कर दीजिए, फिर आप दूसरे प्लांट दिखाइए डायरेक्टली। ये इस स्क्रीन शेयरिंग को स्टॉप कर दीजिए। अच्छा, नहीं हो रहा है आपसे?
माया
ठीक है, अब आप दिखाइए कौन से पौधे दिखा रही हैं आप?
मैम ये मेरा कैप्सिकम का पेड़ है।
वेरी गुड, हाँ बहुत अच्छा।
और ये मैम मैंने फ्लावर भी लगाया है।
बहुत खूब, वेरी नाइस, वंडरफुल।
इस प्लांट को अपनी वेस्ट बॉटल को पेंट करा, फिर मैंने उसको काट दिया, फिर मैंने मिट्टी डाल के पौधे सीड्स लगा दी।
बहुत अच्छा किया आपने, वेरी गुड।
मैंने हर जगह सीखी।
बहुत ही खूब है, बहुत अच्छा है, आपकी मेहनत बहुत ही काबिले तारीफ है। Okay, thank you, Myra. Wonderful efforts. Thank you very much. God bless you. Okay, take care.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, now let me just announce everyone. Let me just thank everyone, all the parents, all the participants, all the children, that your efforts was marvelous, and I really appreciate क्योंकि इतना अच्छा सबने काम किया है, and सबसे बड़ी चीज जो है कि everybody was so confident while explaining and while telling about their plant, and they all were feeling so proud of themselves that something worth they have done. तो ये एक ऐसी एक्टिविटी थी जिसमें मैंने बच्चों को देखा कि सही मानों में उनके चेहरे पे खुशियां थी, क्योंकि और सब कॉम्पिटिशन्स में उनको प्रिपेयर किया जाता है, जबरदस्ती उनको रटवाया जाता है, जबरदस्ती उनकी प्रैक्टिस कराई जाती है, लेकिन यहाँ मैंने ये देखा कि वो सब बहुत खुशी खुशी अपनी मर्जी के साथ प्लांट लगा रहे थे, उसके ग्रोथ को देख रहे थे, उसके लिए वो मेहनतें कर रहे थे। तो यकीनन सभी काबिल तारीफ हैं, जितने भी आज 7 पार्टिसिपेंट्स ने यहाँ पे प्रेजेंट किया है वो सब तारीफ के लायक हैं, वो सब इनाम के लायक हैं और उन सबको इनामात दिए जाएंगे। लेकिन इसका ऐलान होगा 16 अगस्त को, जिस दिन हम बहुत ही मेगा अवार्ड सेरेमनी करने वाले हैं, जिसमें तमाम कॉम्पिटिशन जो जहान-ए-मन ने ऑर्गेनाइज किया है, पैट्रियोटिक सॉन्ग कॉम्पिटिशन से लेके मेरे देश की मिट्टी और फिर रिडल कॉम्पिटिशन, द पेपर बुक क्विज कॉम्पिटिशन, सारे कॉम्पिटिशन्स के अवार्ड्स उस दिन दिए जाएंगे। इसलिए मैं आप सबसे रिक्वेस्ट करती हूँ कि आप 16 को जरूर 10:30 बजे जूम पे ये प्रोग्राम होगा, आप जरूर तशरीफ लाएं, अपना रिजल्ट भी जानें और उस प्रोग्राम में पार्टिसिपेट भी करें। और एक और बात, चूंकि जहान-ए-मन का जो ये शेड्यूल है जो आजकल चल रहा है, मंडे को टीचर्स के लिए, ट्यूसडे को ग्रेट पर्सनालिटीज के लिए, वेडनेसडे को वीमेन के लिए, थर्सडे को पेरेंट्स के लिए, फ्राइडे को इस्लामिक प्रोग्राम एंड सैटरडे को क्विज कंपटीशन बच्चों के लिए, ये 3 महीने का शेड्यूल था, जून, जुलाई और अगस्त का। अब हम अगस्त के महीने में है, अब टाइम आ गया है कि हम उसको रिवाइव करें और ये टाइम आ गया है कि हम रिव्यू आप सबसे लें, ताकि हम जो अगले 4 महीने का शेड्यूल बनाएंगे सितंबर से लेकर दिसंबर तक का, उसमें आपके मशवरों को जरूर शामिल रखेंगे। तो मैंने यहाँ एक लिंक शेयर किया है आप सबके साथ, उस लिंक को आप क्लिक करें, सिर्फ 2 मिनट आपका टाइम चाहिए, आप उसको क्लिक करके उस लिंक को, उस पे आप जाएंगे, आपको फीडबैक देना है जहान-ए-मन के बारे में कि कौन सा प्रोग्राम ठीक है, किस प्रोग्राम में इंप्रूवमेंट की जरूरत है और कौन से मजीद कॉम्पिटिशन्स बच्चों के लिए फायदेमंद है जिसे ऑर्गेनाइज कराना चाहिए। तो मैं आपका सिर्फ 2 मिनट वक्त लूंगी, आप जरूर 2 मिनट वक्त निकालिए, हमें अपना फीडबैक दीजिए ताकि हम आपके मशवरों से इस चैनल को और बेहतर से बेहतर बना सकें और आपकी बच्चों की और अच्छी तरह हम खिदमत अंजाम दे सकें। एट योर सर्विस always. Thank you very much and love you children. See you all on 16th. Take care. Bye-bye.